Hello everyone, this is DrJ and welcome back to the channel. I want to give a quick shout out to someone who made a comment the other day, Sandra Munn 6970. I'll just read it here for you. Hello from California. My two little boys have been watching your channel with me at bedtime for a couple of years. Way cooler than watching me work. They love to scream, "Colace!" But otherwise, super relaxing and therapeutic to watch and feel a solid completion at the end of the day. And that just warmed my heart, so I want to share that with you. And hello, boys from California. We got a couple colaces for you today, so be ready. We have two cases for you today. One, two massive plugs, and the other is my own ears. So stay tuned for my ears. Here's the first case, two massive golden plugs. This is one patient. Both ears were completely impacted. Here we are in the right ear. We put on our speculum to take a good look, and I'm using a much wider speculum than I normally use, and you can see the entire canal is completely full of this hard golden plug. So we go straight for the colace. Colace is going in nice, and what we're going to do here, since I haven't even started manipulating that plug yet, is we're going to try and drive some of that colace down around the plug with a little pumping action. Once that's complete, we go back inside, clean up the excess, and then try to start manipulating that plug. As you can see here, it's fairly solid. It's not coming apart in pieces. And this is a large Fraser suction that we're using. You can see just around the edges, there is a little bit of connection of the plug to the canal wall, and that's where that keratin containing skin is kind of locking that plug in place, and it's not wanting to let it go. So we're going to clean that up just a little bit. That's going to free up that plug and allow it to then slide out of the ear canal. And we're going to manipulate a little bit more, and each time that we move that plug around, we are actually moving the colace in a little bit deeper, and that's going to provide the lubrication that we need to try and break it loose and allow it to then come out. Also remember that the outer part of the ear canal is like a bottleneck. Sometimes it narrows up significantly, and you really have to be careful trying to manipulate that plug out of the ear canal as a one solid piece. So here we are looking from outside the ear, using the suction, trying to get it to slip out of that bottleneck. And it's being a little bit stubborn. And sometimes when it gets to this point, we may have to use a different instrument to make that work. And just a moment here, we're going to give up on the suction and move. See how there it's starting to fragment that piece. So we're going to use a small right angle instrument. Get in just deep enough where we can get a hook on it and then start to slide that out. There we go. We'll slide that out there, and there it is, one big nugget. That's been in there for a while. Lots of keratin surrounding it, or keratin containing epithelial skin. And as you look back in the canal, there's still one more plug. It did fragment into two big pieces. And here's the other piece coming out now from the outside the ear again here, and not quite as big as the first piece, but still a significant size plug. Now let's go back inside the ear canal here to make sure everything is clean and make sure the eardrum is healthy. And we insert speculum back in, and there you go. There's a normal looking eardrum. A little bit of debris that you might see on the bottom part of the ear canal there, that'll come out normally, because we will place that patient on some drops to keep their ear from having this happen again. So the left ear shows almost an identical large golden hard plug. And colace, here it goes. Boys in California, did you get it? Colace is going in the ear canal this time. And we'll again do a little pumping action. This time I'm using a little 4x4 because it was just a little more moist than the other side. Clean up the ear a little bit and go back in with the speculum. Now, don't forget, stay tuned. I'll be cleaning, I'm not cleaning my own ears, but my partner will clean my ears and we'll show you what my ears look like. And it's kind of interesting because I haven't Q-tipped or cleaned my ears in a very long time. So it's kind of interesting to see what it looks like. I haven't looked in my own ears in a long time. So this plug, very similar, micro movements, trying to manipulate it out of that bottleneck of the ear canal. This one's moving out a little bit easier than the other side. This one is able to come out with just the suction, but still a massive plug. That's a good one. And this one didn't fragment into two small pieces, so this one stayed whole. And we're going to go back in that ear canal. Now again, after this is all cleaned out, there you go, normal looking eardrum. We'll put them on eardrops and see them back in about 3 months or 6 months or so and see how they're doing. So these are my ears. My nurse practitioner, his name is DrJ. This is my ear we're looking at. I woke up one morning and had fullness and muffling of my hearing on one side. And I thought it was just from some fluid, or maybe some shower water had pushed a wax plug up against my eardrum. But when we look here on this left side, we see some tympanosclerosis, which is the white part of the eardrum there. And that's from recurrent ear infections I had when I was a child. I never had any ear surgeries. I probably should have had some ear surgery, but for my parents at that time and the frequency of what I was dealing with, they just didn't deem it necessary. So a little tympanosclerosis, I've got a small hair on my eardrum there, but by the time my nurse practitioner was looking into my ear, my symptoms had resolved. So more than likely, it was just some fluid that got loculated up against my eardrum and muffled the hearing for a time, and then it resolved on its own. So here's my right ear, and you can see here just a little bit more cerumen than the other side. On this side, he does have to clean out a little bit so we can actually look at the eardrum. Now, again, I don't clean my ears on a regular basis, and it has been years since I've put a Q-tip in there. Now, one thing that I do, which may explain this, I use my earbuds quite often, and most of the time I put them in my right ear because the left one I give to my son when we're talking to his grandma. And that's because I pick him up every day and we call grandma and see how she's doing when we go home after his taekwondo practice. That may be why that side's building up more than the other side, but anyways, a little bit. And so he's going to clean up the margins here, and I totally forgot just how loud the suction is in the ear canal. It was really loud. The number 7 suction was much louder than a number 5. He's using a number 5 right now. He starts to do a little bit of a peel, and I said, no reason to do a peel. I think that's fine. And you can see a little tympanosclerosis down there on the eardrum. Also, he's not used to looking in the ears for the purposes of making these types of videos. So excuse the video quality there. He did a great job cleaning my ear, and I was much better for it. But thanks for sticking it out to the end. Please let me know if you have any questions or any topics you'd want me to cover, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.